All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to first off say blessings to each and every one of you. Many of you, perhaps you're watching this by yourself, and others maybe you have come together as a group and you have been invited to learn more about the Organo Gold business opportunity. That's a picture of myself. My name is Mr. Marques Brigham, by way of beautiful Denver, Colorado. And we tell everybody that, with Organo Gold, literally it starts with a cup of coffee. This is how simple this business is. And I said, what's the best way to title this PowerPoint presentation? And I came up with the busy person presentation. Because when people ask me, Marcus, who are you looking for? Who is the Organo Gold business designed for? And I tell people it is designed for busy people. And so what do I mean by busy people? Let's have a little fun here. Well, if we know most people are busy, that means maybe you're like this mother here. She got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, kissed the husband goodbye. She's in the car. Now she's dropping off the kids at school, or maybe she's dropping them off at day camp. Of course, the list goes on and on. There's tons of places you can drop your kids off. But the bottom line is she's extremely busy, and now she's racing to get over to work. And of course, when you get to work, after you've said hello to everybody there, now you're working, you're engaged with what you're doing, and pretty much for about 10 to 12 hours of your day is committed to what you do every day at work. Now, I wanted to start it out that way because here's the deal. Most likely, if you're watching this presentation, one of your friends, family members, a networker, they've told you a little bit about Organo Gold. They've told you about our delicious tasting coffee, and they said there's a business attached to it. But I wanted to open up the presentation this way because, again, most people are busy. What I want to do is explain to you and simplify the process that we use to work around the schedules of people like yourselves who are extremely busy. That's important. You can have the best product, compensation plan, everything, but the bottom line is if you can't get people to genuinely believe that they can do this, then you're wasting your time. And so just want you to know that the format of my PowerPoint presentation is to really connect with each and every one of you that is dealing with what we call life. For instance, while you're at work, then in the back of your mind, now you're thinking about, okay, well, Johnny has a football game tomorrow. You've got to go pick up the Gatorade for everybody. Or maybe he has practice that night. Or maybe Stephanie has cheerleading practice. Or she's got pictures. You got to go grab her uniform. The bottom line is there's tons of life situations that people are going to have to really juggle in order to do a business. And so you have to be able to simplify things for busy people. Now let's keep on going on here. Let's be realistic. The bottom line is people have millions of things in their mind that has to get done. You got that to-do list. You've got tons of things that you're always thinking about. My favorite part here, who's going to be cooking dinner tonight? And so when you go back to this equation right here, work, do you realize that most people, while they're at work, they're thinking of all these things? And of course, when you're thinking of all these things, here's the biggest thing you're thinking, is that I don't have the time to engage in a home-based business. You know you really need to do a home-based business. Why? Because you need more money. Again, when you look at this economy right now, a lot of people, they're not standing on a strong financial platform. A lot of people are working extremely hard, but they're underpaid. And then, of course, those of you perhaps you are making pretty good money. The fact is now you don't have time. And so when you talk about the ability or the possibility of getting involved with the home-based business, you must feel confident that you can connect all of those dots. And so when you talk about Organo Gold, we believe that we have the perfect business solution to your money situations. We have the perfect solution to your time situations. Why? Because what we're doing was designed and created for busy people. Now, as you can see here, most of you're actually on this website right now. This is marquesbrigham.net. People have asked me, you know, what was my purpose for creating this? Those of you that have ever worked with me in the past, or I've had a lot of success in this industry, I've been tremendously blessed, and that's an understatement. But I've told people that, you know, I really believe that God is giving me the ability to be able to simplify things for everyone. And what I mean by that is, if you are a busy person, you're like, let me go back to my illustrations here. I love to show this because I want you to understand this. If this is your life and you're always juggling, you know, the kids, you're thinking about work, because again, work consumes, I mean, pretty much 12 to 10 hours of your day. And then you spend the rest of your day doing this stuff. The question is, how will you find time to build an organo gold business? Well, what I've done is I've actually invested my time, my own capital, into simplifying the process for you. So all you have to learn how to do is becoming a great usher. You see, at my website, any question that someone might ask you about the organo gold business opportunity, remember, because you're busy, most likely, you haven't had time to study all the material. You don't know everything about the coffee, what goes into our coffee line. You don't know the styles of different blends that we have. You don't know the overall system. All those tricky questions about the compensation plan, what type of website are you going to receive? What I've done is I've simplified everything for you so that when you're basically, once you tell somebody about the organo gold business, that you're connected to your very own online coffee company, you can then funnel them to the site that I've designed for you here and allow the system to do all the speaking on your behalf. So let me give you a realistic illustration here. Here I am, and let's say I'm calling my good friend Jason. I'll pick up the phone and I'll give Jason a call. Jason, what's going on, man? Hey, Marcus, how you doing? Jason, I'm doing excellent. Listen, man, I wanted to let you know that, here we go. I recently invested in an online coffee business. And listen, man, if you've got about 15 minutes, I actually want to send you over to a website that's going to explain everything to you. Now, Jason, here's the thing. Let me ask you these questions. Do you or anyone you know drink coffee or tea at least occasionally? Of course. Now, Jason, let me ask you this. Where do you normally purchase your coffee from? Now, when you drink it, do you drink it more of a black style, or you do a latte style? And of course, Jason, last but not least, when was the last time any company you've ever drank coffee from paid you a dime? And of course, now, by doing that, those simple 4 questions, ladies and gentlemen, Jason's going to say, well, this sounds really good. Now, so Marcus, tell me, what exactly are you doing? And now I say to Jason, well, Jason, listen, I want to send you over to my business partner's website. Or you can say to my website, or however you want to do it, to our information site. But the bottom line is, he's going to come to this website here where I've laid out all the instructions on what we do in this business. I give him an illustration of what we're actually all about, the overall culture of our business, the foundation of our business. And again, what I want him to see, I want Jason to get a visual of seeing himself being able to duplicate this by sending people to a website. You see, again, people can do this. How you create success in organo gold in this industry is by giving busy people a clear illustration on how they can funnel people to a system that will do much of the speaking for them. Now, of course, once your friend has gone to the website, has taken time out to listen to, trust me, there's tons of information there. There's audios, there's YouTube videos. There's enough things there that are attractive enough and appealing enough to where it's going to get Jason interested. Remember, that's the only thing we want to do. And then the next thing we want to do is refer back to a simple cup of coffee. We want to keep this thing extremely simple. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's why, again, We call this a presentation that's designed for busy people. So now that you understand the overall simplicity of using the system and that it is designed for someone who's always busy, now what I want you to do is go down to the next video presentation, and now we're going to actually dive into the PowerPoint overview of Organo Gold, talking about the products and the coffee industry and how we are able to literally help you create your own virtual coffee office right there on the internet. It's absolutely magnificent of what we're doing. So with that said, hopefully this was helpful for those of you that are busy. Now hopefully you can exhale a little bit and say, okay, let me go on and now and see more about the actual coffee business itself. All right, we'll catch you over at the next video.